Well, hopefully the festive season is looking after you well. I'm down here very early, as I always am, for home matches, and it's a good job I'm early today, because when I looked in my phone for my digital season ticket, it had disappeared. So I've just spent 45 minutes at the ticket office and they can't figure out what's happened to it. So I've had to print off a paper ticket. Am I glad that I got down here three and a half hours before kickoff? Because you can imagine what it's like later on if the same thing has happened to other people. No idea why that's happened. Anyway, we're here. A game that I wondered whether it would be on, and drizzly weather here in Manchester. City against Leicester. As normal, I'm going to walk around and see who I can bump into. And big thanks, of course, to Timpson, to RRG Group and MusicMagpie for supporting my matchday vlogs. Let's see how people feel about this one. Is this a tricky one? City won at Leicester fairly comfortably. Leicester can be a thorn in City's side. Let's see. So what's been your Boxing Day so far?
Oh, I drove up from Ipswich at 4:30 this morning.
Really?
Yes, it's pretty mild, and then I got to Derbyshire Peaks and there's snow, so it's a bit strange.
Have you set off here wondering whether the game's on, because it's obviously a little bit
Yeah, I booked my ticket this morning.
Really?
Yeah, online, so just to make sure. Yeah, long drive from Ipswich, so.
And you go back a bit in your family as City fans, don't you?
Granddad, Man City fan, 56 Cup final. Took my dad, Bert Troutman, got a signed photo. Yeah.
Boxing Day is a particularly relevant day, because I can certainly remember being here when Colin Bell, who I ended up writing the book for, and his story came back from injury, and your dad was at that game, wasn't he?
Yeah, Dad was there, yeah. Big Colin Bell fan, favourite player ever. I said best player I've seen in the City shirt was probably David Silva. Now probably Kevin De Bruyne, but Dad won't have it. Colin Bell, through and through, got a signed photo on his wall.
What did he tell you about that day?
Oh, he was crying. The only time I cried at City was probably Aguero, when we beat United in Fergie time, you know.
You've got some commitment to come from Ipswich.
Yeah, I come from Ipswich. It's the third time I've been up this year. Come up for first game Norwich, brought my daughter up for the first time. She loved it. Stayed up here for the Arsenal game, and then the Bruges game. I've always seen 5 goals, so hopefully 5 today, and hopefully not a Vardy hat-trick. Leicester seem to have a little bogey on us.
You need windscreen wipers on your glasses. What do you think of today then? I mean, it's nice to have a game on for a start off, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's well, personally, it's Boxing Day without a game slightly different. So I've come with my lad today to go to City.
What's your favourite memory then of playing for City?
Favourite memories? It's probably my home debut against Liverpool. My debut was against Coventry away, so God knows how many years ago that was. It was a while ago, but no, fond memories, great times.
I always remembered you as being a very Rolls Royce of a defender. You look back on your City times with a lot of happiness.
Yeah, fantastic. It's the pinnacle of my career, basically. Coming to the club with the stature and then being made captain was a great honour and a privilege.
You'd expect City to win today, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Mind you saying that, I expect City to win all the time.
I've probably asked you this before when City have played Leicester, but is this a peculiar game for you, Paul?
Yeah, it is. Another game, want City to win, Man City, obviously. I've got a soft spot for Leicester, 4 years, 2 different spells, but I think everybody knows Man City's my club.
And I remember very fondly, even though you might think this is strange, when you came here as a Leicester player and scored a goal and were really, really determined for it. I mean, that must have felt weird playing for the other team.
Yeah, it was. I think it's the only game I've ever played where I get cheered on and booed off at the same time. A little bit over-exuberant in my celebrations, but I had my reasons for that as well, Obviously Kevin Keegan wouldn't play me, didn't want to play me, so I felt it was a point to prove coming back.
You must be confident of a City that is Manchester City victory today.
Yeah, I just travelled in there with Shea Given. We're just saying, we're looking at Leicester defensively. I think 1 clean sheet in 18 or 19 games that they've had, conceding a lot of goals, and 8 wins in the bounce in the Premier League, scoring goals left, right, and centre. I can only see a lot of goals in a Man City win.
Is Boxing Day special for you as a match?
It always is, always has been. I mean, I got a phone. Strangely enough, I got a phone call from my dad this morning. He's 91. He says, just so you know, have you seen the news? The match is off. And I went, you're joking? He says, no, match is off. I said, sure, Dad? He goes, yeah, they've just said it on the news. All the remaining games are cancelled. So I went downstairs, put the telly on, match is on in it. So I had to phone him up and say, Dad, thanks for nearly spoiling me Boxing Day, but the game's on. And he goes, oh, it's probably classic FM, you know. The news isn't very good on there. But yeah, no, really looking forward to it. Always do, especially when it's at home. Jeez, that's what it's about, isn't it? Come in here, 3 points, and enjoy the rest of the week then.
Turkey butties when you get home, what can you ask for?
Turkey butties, beef butties, sausages, and petit pan, because we're posh at our house. So yeah. So how's about yourself?
I'm very good, thank you. Confident of a win today?
Yeah, I am actually. I think it's good that the game's not been cancelled. We're in good form at the moment, and I think that's how it needs to stay. Bring the games on, stick them fast as they come, and let the others be chasing us down for the rest of the season. Points on the board. Points make prizes, don't they, mate?
So here we are on Boxing Day. Is it a special fixture for you because it's Boxing Day?
It is actually, yeah.
Christmas present.
Yeah.
Christmas present?
Yeah.
So you got a ticket for today's game as a Christmas present. How excited are you then on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
10.
I think it's going to be good,
Have you
yeah.
got a favourite player looking forward to seeing?
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva. What about you? You got a favourite player?
Probably Phil Foden.
Phil Foden. You must be confident that City are going to win today.
Yeah, because they don't have Vardy or I don't know his name.
They've not got Vardy, they've got nobody, have they? What about you? I mean, you obviously come to games regularly, do you? It must be great
I used
the games are on.
I used to, and I don't get to as many as I'd like to these days, but this is a special treat with the grandkids. Because, I was main road all the time, so I get to the odd game here, but it's great to come with the grandkids.
Well, enjoy the rest of your trip to the Etihad.
Thanks, Ian.
What's the mood now? Boxing Day, always a special fixture, isn't it?
Yeah, we're just looking forward to it. Leicester giving us problems in the past. Hopefully we can get through today. 3 points, put pressure on the Dippers. Stay at the top where we belong, Ian.
Generally, they're pretty good at the counter-attack, Leicester, aren't they? Which I'm not sure we deal with as well as when somebody like Leeds comes and plays open football.
Yeah, well, they have got a very strong attack, haven't they? So, and they've had they didn't have a great start to the season, did they really, Leicester? But I think they've been playing a bit better recently. So, I'm a bit nervous, not gonna lie. But
The ball over the top for Vardy. That's what we've got to be careful of. The ball over the top for Vardy, for him to run onto. But,
I'm a big fan of Brendan Rodgers. I mean, I know we've
Yes.
got the best in Pep, but Brendan Rodgers isn't a bad coach, is he?
no, not at all.
Now there's talk of him maybe replacing Pep. I know that's been suggested. Maybe we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But hopefully we can do it today anyway. Put some pressure on the others. Like I said, win the 3 points. Looking forward to it.
What did you get under your Christmas tree, dare I ask?
The new City top. Loads of wine.
You don't get any socks, I did.
Oh, he did, yeah. Of course he did.
There you go.
Those are the socks, yeah.
Not City
You
ones.
can't be an
Where
older
it was.
bloke and not get socks, can you? Did
Winter,
you get any
winter
socks?
ones for me.
I did actually get socks.
Oh,
Lee,
well,
I've got
that
a
destroys
pair of
that
socks
myth
on
then.
today, actually.
That destroys that myth then.
I love socks.
Listen, enjoy the game and have
All
a
right.
nice
Yeah,
Christmas.
Cheers, Ian. Love your vlogs, mate. Keep them going.
Thank you.
Cheers,
you.
mate.
How are you feeling about today then?
Fairly confident, but I'm a bit concerned that Rodri's not in the squad. That's a bit of a concern. I've just found out. But I'm fairly confident. They'll play a sit-back game and they'll try and hit us on the break, which most teams do now. But Leicester are particularly quick. Depends whether Vardy's playing or not, doesn't it?
And do you enjoy Boxing Day games just the same, more or less?
I do enjoy them actually. I do like a Boxing Day football. Normally we're away. To be home on Boxing Day is a rare treat. So yeah, I do enjoy Boxing Day games. Yeah.
Enjoy the game.
Looking forward to seeing Ian Atshaw play as well. By the way, I think he should get a good reception.
He will. I'm sure he will.
He didn't want to leave. It was us that sold him. So there you go. Thanks.
Tough game as ever, but I think we'll win. We just need to play like we have been playing.
You confident?
Oh yeah, I think so. 4 or 5 today, Cheesy, without a doubt.
first half was just absolutely explosive from City's point of view. They've played the ball around the edge of the box. There's been great movement and really difficult for the Leicester defenders to cope with. And I mean, Kasper Schmeichel's made 2 great saves. You know, and it's 4-0 down. So it's not down to poor defending. It's just down to great attacking play. You know. Kevin De Bruyne is fantastic anyway, either inside the box or outside the box, and he manipulates the ball so that he can get strikes on goal. Great finish, 2 good penalties. You know, I mean, I can't wait for the second half, to be honest with you.
Dazzling is the word I use.
Yeah, absolutely. It's appropriate because the movement and the one-touch play around the edge of the box is ideal to watch, really. Yeah.
I've not been in a game for 4 years now, and the first game back in the UK from America, I thought this was a fantastic game. I mean, especially where I thought City were dominant in the first half. Second half, Leicester played quite well, but all good. I mean, thank you.
Game of 2 halves, mate. First half, lost the game. Second half, come out, looked like we were still in the changing rooms, mate. I mean, half asleep, looked like they were having a Christmas dinner. No intensity, very important. Anyway, we got the result, that's what matters. But hopefully next time, a bit quicker out the block second half, mate. All the best, Happy New Year. Come on, the Blues!
What a fabulous game of football. Just doesn't get any better, does it?
No, I mean the first half they were so good, weren't they?
I thought the first 5 minutes, I just don't think I've ever seen us play an opening 5 minutes as well as that. And they're absolutely awesome, that 5 minutes. But the first half as a whole, we were brilliant, weren't we? Absolutely.
So how do you explain to the people who weren't here that they got 3 goals back quickly?
I don't know, I thought we missed Kyle with the pace at the back, and Rodri. I thought we missed Rodri. That's my fear on it anyway.
But the momentum that they've got at the moment suggests that they're going to go on and win this, doesn't it?
I'd never say that. let's see where we are in May.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too, mate.
When Leicester scored 3 after half time, then no doubt in my mind, because we're City and we fight till the end, and that's why we're going to win the league like we did last year and the year before that. City.
Yeah, really exciting first half. I thought the first half was totally different side in comparison to the second half.
What happened? What was the change?
It seemed to be lethargic second half, didn't it? I mean, it was kind of like they came out second half and it looked like they wanted to hold on to the ball, but then a couple of mistakes in midfield, and then even I think Laporte sort of was culpable for a mistake in there as well, and then all of a sudden it was back to the wall.
Certain times, but do you think they were thinking of all the games coming one after the other and saving a bit of energy?
They sometimes do that, don't they? They sort of want to hold on to the ball and they want to play the ball sort of a bit more slowly and make those simple passes. And all of a sudden, as soon as Leicester got the ball, they were away, weren't they? It was like rapier thrust. They're really good, aren't they, actually, Leicester? They're a good side. But yeah, we were kind of one mistake. They were away, chance, goal. And then you're thinking, it's going to be the same again. Typical City. 4-3, I was just sort of holding on to my head and I was thinking, oh my days, we're here again.
No. But it worked out well in the end.
It worked out fine, yeah. We looked like we just had another few goals in us, actually, towards the end, didn't it, you know? But I thought the man of the match display, I thought that was absolutely right. Raheem Sterling, he was fantastic today, wasn't he?
Absolutely.
Got hold of the ball and he wanted to take defenders on and he wanted to go past the man. And it was fantastic, really. Raheem, he was brilliant.
2022 promises to be another good year, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's if we can get a striker, I think we can go after that. Haaland is the one, isn't it? I mean, we're talking about Haaland and Vlahovic, really, you know.
We don't need pace.
Do you really think City need a striker and they're scoring all these goals?
Yeah, well, if we would have had a striker, then that would have been an absolute riot of goals. See, there was a few where the ball got whipped into the box and there was no one there to get onto it. And if Haaland was there, he would have been the one to get there. So if we can get Haaland there, that'd be an absolute perfect squad.
Perfect.
It's him,
He's going to be a star, this kid, isn't he?
He plays a bit.
How do you explain a game like that?
It's like watching the old City today, wasn't it? I mean, 4-0 up at half time and then What was that second half? I just don't even know. I can't explain it.
I'm going to call this video the Christmas cracker, because it's the only way you can describe it.
Well,
isn't
it was a cracker, yeah. I mean, fair play to them. They had a goal, didn't they? But they seemed to change to 5 at the back, I think, and then it was on the break, and it worked for a while. But yeah, worth the trip anyway. Worth the trip, right?
A terrible cliche, I know, but that was a Christmas cracker. 4-0 at half time. Great words by Paul Power. And then what happened in the second half? 3 goals quickly back, and fair play to the Leicester fans singing we're going to win 5-4. I think I've done a bit of that myself. It reminds me of that game when we were down at Tottenham and Joey Barton got sent off and John Macken scored the winner and we won 4-3 in the FA Cup. Surely that wasn't going to happen, something like that. It didn't in the end, and City got the 6. Fabulous game of football. Makes it. I'm stood here freezing cold at the moment, I must admit, but it makes it all worthwhile. At this time of the year, the situation we're in at the moment, I don't know whether the game against Brentford will go ahead on Wednesday. Hopefully it will. If it does, I'll be down there doing another vlog. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of the festive season, and thanks very much again to the people who support me, whether you just contribute a view or whether you support me in other ways. But thank you very much, really appreciate it. Isn't it great to be a Blue? Always is.